Look at these two flyers, the number one and the number two. Which one is wrong and which one is right? If you chose number two as the wrong one, you are right. Have you ever designed a flyer that looked amazing on your screen, but important details ended up too close to the edges or even cut off? That's where safe margin comes in. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use safe margin correctly in flyer design so your layouts stay clean, professional, and print ready every single time. Without wasting your time, let's get into the video. So these are the two things we'll be working on. I see where this red line is. This red line here is called the margin. That's not where you want your major element to be outside of, So this gray area is where you can put all your information. This also, right? So these are the two margin I use for design, for flyer designs, actually like Instagram, social media designs, right? Even for 1080 by 1080, if you check this one here, it is 1080 by 1350, right? Which is actually Instagram size. So let's get the first one done. Let's go here. First of all, you can see this here. You duplicate it, Control C and Control F. If you're on Mac, use your Command C and Command F to get that duplicate on the same, to be duplicated on the same place, right? So then we divide. You come here, divide the width, right? Divide the width by 25. Sorry, 25. Can you see that? We go the height also divided by what? 25. Good. No, sorry, we don't need to divide that by 25. What we just need to do is to copy, because we need square. Do you get me? We need square. So we just copy this one here. We need it to be on a square size, so we have to do it this way. Okay. Then we change the color to red. Good. Then you can duplicate it, Control C, Control F. Then you bring it down here. Use your alignment tool. Can you see? So easy. So the next thing you need to do is to Control C, Control F. Sorry. Control C, Control F, right? So we need to minus this here. What's the size of this one here? We have 43.2. So we need to minus 43.2 here, 43.2 here, 43.2, 43.2 here. To just make it easy, just click on the shape and you click minus 43.2 times 2. That will be how much? That will be how many? Okay, let's just minus 43.2. Sorry, I didn't copy that. Okay, let's bring this out. You can just quickly do this. You can use this as your calculator, say quickly. Right? Times 2. Can you see that this was given us 60? It gives us 86.4, right? Okay. So we'll come here. I'm only using 42, I think 43.2 here and here. So we guys do this. That's why you're making it times 2 minus 86.4, right? And you can see that very accurate size. In case if this thing is toggle on, this means link. It will link this. If you are minusing anything from here, so you're minusing from each other to make sure it is off this way, right? So minus 86.4. So that's it. Then we can change the color of this, so that we can get it differentiated. Okay, since we are done with the first one, so let's get the second one. Let's duplicate this, right? Then you select all. Just draw your mouse and mark everything. Then you want to do this. We don't want to do this last one here. And we have it deleted. Boom. Can you see that? So now the next one is where we need times 2 of this shape. Like this. Can you see that? So now we'll be dividing this now. Control C, Control F, right? Duplicated it. Dividing it by 12.5. Before it's 25. So now we're going for 12.5. 12.5. Right? We didn't put the divide sign there. I didn't put that. Why am I saying we? So can you see that? Then we paste it here. Okay, so I'm looking for a square. Boom, boom. Right? Change the color to red. Control C, Control F. sorry. Align it to the right. So now Control C, Control F. This one I will be dividing 86.4 here, 86.4 here, 86.4 here. So 86.4 times 2 give us what? Let's calculate it. Okay, times 2, it gives us 172.8. so we pick it up, then it is already duplicated, right? Then we minus it in there, minus that 172.8. Can you see that? Accurate size. So we come below also, we minus that. We didn't put the minus sign again. I didn't put that, sorry. Good. Then we can now change the color of the gray to darker gray. Can you see that? Very simple and very easy. So let's say I'm using something. I want to start my design. Let's say Gabvis is a great designer. Gabvis. So let me increase the size so I can see that clearly. Okay. Let's say the heading is Gabvis is a great designer. Let's make this caps also. Here we come. Let's use one simple font to be Montserrat. As a beginner designer, you should know this font though. Make it a little bit bold, right? You can reduce this, just make it align properly. Good. Reduce the size. Let's say this is the heading here. So most times people put their logo here. Let me just get Gabvis like this. Let's say this is the logo. So we'll make it smaller, because the flyer or poster is meant for to sell something, not the logo, right? So when they are interested, they now go to the brand and come and make payment, right? So let's say this is the heading. We come down here. Now we are creating subheading this time around, so make it a little bit smaller. Subheading, so it's bold. Make it medium this time around. Let's say these are subheading. You can now put your body text here. Let me duplicate this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl V. See that? These are body text, right? So like play I'm teaching. You can see this is already a flyer design class already. Can you see that? Then here you can now come and put your footer, all those contacts and all around there. So can you see it's properly aligned? You don't. So by the time you are done, let me quickly duplicate. Let me duplicate this artboard here. Sorry. Let me delete these red things all around, so you can see your end result of what you did. Delete this also. Can you see that we have a breathing space? That's what we call white space. So create your save margin properly. Always do that. Have your save margin. Can you see this? They'll be able to see what your message is all about, right? See white space all around, the same size, no any issues, right? And so on and so forth. Can you see that? So now for this one, it was duplicated, so you need to check if it's properly aligned. So it's not properly aligned, you can shift it to make sure it's aligned properly, right? So that's it for this. And to make it even better, you can this one here, right? Control C, right? Then you paste it. To paste it in this middle here, you just do Control F. Command, or if you're using Windows, Mac, Command F, yeah, or check the shortcut there. But this, I believe it should be that. So in case you want to you want to have a proper grid again or guide for that, just come to I'm not going for view, object, right? Come to path, come to split into grid. So, right, let's turn on preview. Okay, let's say we want to make it 1010. So you just suit it to what you want to, particular size you need, or 10:8. You can see that is kind of better. So turn it to outline. To convert this to grid, right, to guide, just Control 5. It is now a grid, officially a grid. So you can see, without even using the grid, I was able to almost align this properly, right, to this. So use this for your designs, right? So, and I'll see you in the next video. And this is Gabvis. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and comment and share. See you in the next one. Bye.